Kersey, and Duckworth. Porter has 4. The only foul trouble right now for Phoenix, Chambers with 5, and he is back into the ball game. West sits back down.
You know, the real problem, as I see it for Portland right now, is getting the ball inbounds to the person they want to get it to. They've had a hard time bringing it in the half court. And see, they're going to struggle right here again, and he's going to have to use the timeout. And now they will take the 20.
Spacing was terrible on that inbounds pass.
Well, if you look at the position on the floor, all 5 guys were on the strong side half of the court. Nobody on the weak side. That imaginary line that stretches in the middle of the court, all 5 white shirts were over there. That's just too close together.
Well, that 20 went by quickly. Still 34.2 left in the ball game. And they'll try it again. So now Phoenix, no 20s left. They still have a full. Cotton Fitzsimmons and Paul Westphal, along with Lionel Hollins, drawing up the play. Rick Adelman drawing up the defensive play. Marley will trigger it in again.
It's almost like it's better for Phoenix to take the ball out under their own basket and bring it up the floor instead of trying to get it out on the side there.
Enos Watley is checked in, and he grabs Cedric Ceballos' jersey, no whistle. Johnson all the way inside, doesn't get it controlled by Portland, and we're going to have a foul. And there is a 5.5 difference in the shot in the game. So even if he makes 2, you still have a chance. But Chambers is fouled out of the ball game.
KJ wanted the foul right here. We'll see if Drexler gets it. Pretty good defensive play. Doesn't look like it from that angle. And there is the foul.
Tom Chambers fouling out with 29 points.
Number 25, Kersey at the line.
Let's see who Cotton goes with.
I guess you come with Ed Neely.
Yeah, I mean, he can get the 3.
He has played a little bit in this game.
Number 35,
well, at the line, it will be Kersey. He is only 2 of 4 so far, and he's 68% in this series. And that is also his percentage for the playoffs.
Once again, the offensive rebound. You don't want to give it up in this situation. Should Kersey miss?
There are a lot of names still walking the line. Kersey and Duckworth, we've already lost 5. And Kersey will have his second. Kevin Johnson telling the crowd to be loud. Here we go.
You have to get a body on people, and don't forget about the shooter. Should Kersey miss? Makes the second.
2-point game.
And they moved Drexler over on KJ to make it a little more difficult for him to get his shots off.
Still time left. Marley, shot clock at 13. Hornacek gets a good look. Has it stripped. Portland has the basketball. To Porter. Kevin Johnson has to wrap him up with 8.4 seconds. And once again, it is the Portland defense. Yes. We saw it in game 1. What a defensive play again.
Hornacek not really complaining. I thought he got stripped right here, maybe got hit across, but just Drexler once again that makes a good defensive play. All ball on the replay, and then he gets it up the floor. Always pursuing the offensive opportunity. KJ with the foul.
9 of 11 for Porter. He can ice this one.
No.
It is still in doubt. Even if he makes it, a 3 will tie. Already with 3s tonight, Hornacek and Marley each have 1.
Portland shooting 70.6% as a team from the free throw line coming into this game throughout the series.
And he misses them both. Phoenix has the basketball, and they call a timeout. My goodness gracious. Timeout situation is bleak at best for Phoenix. They do not have any. Blazers have 2. Now you would think that Phoenix would go for the tie. You usually go for the tie at home. You go for the win on the road. But once again, in that same spot, we've seen it a couple of times. Marley bringing it in. Phoenix has had a great deal of trouble bringing it in from there. And they don't have a timeout. So the first matter at hand would be get it in somebody's hands. Here we go.
Ainge is going to play a rover position. He is going to take the guy that breaks out to the ball. And they do get it to KJ this time.
This is it. 6 seconds left. KJ, the pull-up jumper. It goes! What do you say? We talked about this has been a game of big shots, big plays, none bigger than that, although we still have 2.7 left. Let's look at it.
That's why I like him to have him. That's the first time he's been able to break out uncontested. Drexler lets him get ahead of steam up here. Does a good job of cutting him off, but he's able to shoot over Drexler. I've seen it look prettier as it's left his hand. I've seen better form on the shot. I've seen better rotation. But the results are what count.
Good job in the truck. And our guys on the floor who have had cameras on their shoulder for a better part of 3 hours now. Here it is with the clock. No question what he wanted to do.
Oh, yes. That's why I like him to have it.
He stops, he pops, and we're tied. 140 apiece. 2.7 left to be played. Portland missing the crucial free throws in overtime. Kevin Johnson with 35 points, matching his playoff high, which he had in Game 2. But unlike Game 2, he's also had assists in this ball game.
Yeah, that's the key right there. He's been able to keep other people involved. Now, you know that Portland will want to get the ball to Clyde Drexler. I would play Drexler just as the Portland Trail Blazers have played Kevin Johnson until that last play. I would face guard Drexler. I would face guard Porter and force someone else to handle the ball. I would go out of my way. I would do everything possible to make sure neither of those two guys catch the ball.
No fouls to give. 2.7 left. They'll bring it out right in front of us. KJ, 9 points in overtime. 9 of the 13, and West comes in. Neely sits down. Hill is joined by Johnson, Hornacek, and Marley. It is Duckworth, Ainge, Kersey, Drexler. Here we go.
Good switch on Drexler.
They lose the ball. He has a chance to win it. The shot at the buzzer. It won't go. We've got another overtime.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you got to love the game.
Well, they played Drexler perfectly that time. Sabalas with the switch out. The double team came from the weak side, and Phoenix forced the turnover.
Who will blink first? Portland will work on free throws tomorrow because it put them in a situation they needed this.
See, Sabalas switched out, and there comes the help from the weak side. And now Sabalas might have gotten just a little bit tight on this when it came up real close, but you have to give him a lot of credit for making the play. Now, that's what he's thinking as he walks back to the huddle.
We'll go to our second OT. We're tied at 140. We're going to be